Today is my first video, and I want to introduce myself to you. My name is Min Nguyen. I am a mortgage banker in Southern California. I've been doing mortgage banking since 2003, and today is my marketing makeover, and I'm doing a makeover on how we market. How I market my business. Right now we do traditional marketing. We work with real estate agents. They normally bring us the clients, or we do brand marketing with them on Zillow or other platforms that whatever they want to do. Mostly we depend on the real estate agent to bring us the business. And they're the ones who actually reach out to the consumer. But as the market's changing, I noticed that social media has really changed the face of marketing. I didn't want to believe it. I kind of let it drown out in the back, but I can see that the revolution has started. As it's starting, I noticed that in mortgage and in real estate, it hasn't really caught on yet. I kind of want to be the first and the pioneer to get this going. Like Ricky Bobby says, if you're not first, you're last. So I want to be first. So first, what I did was I read on Gary Vee, which I'm pretty sure everyone out there who understands social media marketing, that guy is the beast of social media marketing. So I read Jab, 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 Right Hook. I'm following a couple other YouTubers right now. I actually hired a company. His name is Billy Jean. Is marketing. He's down in San Diego. Shout out to Billy Jean. You know, I hired a Facebook ad maker who's actually taking Billy Jean's class. It costs a good amount of money for a 6-month course, but I think it's worth it because, you know, I learned in business that the only way to stay, you know, ahead of the game is to invest in yourself. Don't just take the money and spend it, which I did do in my early 30s. You know, in my late 20s, I took the money and I pissed it all away in Las Vegas, you know. But now being 37, I have a wife, I have my son. I want to invest in my future, and I don't see anyone else doing it right now, so that's why, you know, hopefully I'm going to lead the way. So I went out and, like I said, I hired a Facebook ad maker. Of course, not a lot of people have the resources I have, and, you know, I'm not here to rub it in anyone's face. I'm just 37 and I don't know how things work. And literally on this GoPro that I'm talking on right now, it took me literally almost 2.5 weeks on how to use it. Spending the last couple weeks and months reading on social media marketing, but not really dipping into it. Today is my first day. So today I'm really dipping into figuring out how I'm going to do it. I'm brainstorming what to do, you know? And what I decided, so I know with social media there's YouTube, Facebook, Snapchat, Pinterest, podcast. Oh man, there's like there's Twitter. There's so many different platforms out there. I see that for social media to work, you need to attack all of them at one time. But everyone has a different story. Each platform, you have to develop a different niche or a different strategy, build out funnels, they call it. And then on Facebook, there's a thing called pixelation. You know, I'll give you all that as we video more. Like I said, I'm just reading about it. I don't even own it. I just went out and bought a computer. I haven't owned a computer since 2010. So it's kind of like I'm coming out of a retirement of sitting there and just collecting a check from my loan officers to actually going out there originating, getting people to call in so my team can do the business. My boss back in 2003, he would literally throw bottles of water at me when he saw me jump on the phone because I'm so terrible at it. He says, you're too honest. You tell the truth too much. You can't say all that. Why are you telling them too much? Hopefully now, as I hear social media marketing, is the more truthful you are, the more honest you are, the more people are actually going to trust you and send you business. So I'm pretty much going to use telling the truth. I think I decided, I don't know if a lot of you guys know a lot about mortgages, but it's not always good to refinance people. So that will be probably one of the main subjects I tackle. Another subject I'm going to tackle is educating the consumer enough so they can do their own loan with me. So if they do their own loan, guess what? There's no loan officer commission to pay. I'm a branch manager, so if we can cut out the loan officer commission, guess what? The consumer's going to get a better rate. So right now in my mind, I'm thinking about what I'm going to do. Please leave me comments on what I'm doing right, what I'm not doing right. Help me out here. You know, some of you guys out there might be looking at me like, dude, this guy doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Did I just say that? I don't know if I can say that on YouTube or not. You know what? He knows what to do. Let me watch. Let me learn from him. Hey, but you know what? I read this. Add this, man. Add that, man. I am open to hearing. I'm 37. I have my wife and my son. And I know if I don't attack this social media marketing thing, that it's going to overtake me. You know, I'm going to work on my future so I don't become the past. Today, we actually did a lot of videotaping for What's a Mortgage, and I taped a lot of the content. So we're going to go with more of like video blogs or kind of instructional education so the consumer doesn't have to read about a mortgage and read all that information. So you know what's so hard if you're not a natural salesman or you're not natural on camera, it's really hard. You know how many takes I did? Man, it's so hard. Like, it's probably one of the hardest things I ever did. This is AJ over here. Say hi, AJ.
What's up? Look at.
See all this tape?
I fucking hate today. I hate fucking taping. Why the fuck can't you use the videos off my fucking computer, man?
I'm telling you, taping is not that easy. So pretty much, I'm putting a lot of time and effort into making sure that my website is easy enough for the consumer to understand. It's day in and day out, so we're doing a lot of prep work because we have a launch date of hopefully August 1st for all the platforms. So what platform do you think we're going to be doing first?
Probably the Win with Min one would be my guess for the first one. This way. Yeah.
Why are we? I'm learning how to use this GoPro. Is this thing on? I guess it's on. GoPro off. GoPro off. GoPro off. I think they gotta work on the GoPro off. Today, I'm actually training another loan officer, but it's kind of different when you're training at your house. She doesn't know I'm gonna videotape her. Let's see where she's at. Alex. So she's my my wife's friend who I'm trying to get her into the business. So she got her license. Congratulations, Alex. And I'm going to show her how to do loans. So if I can show people over and over again how to do loans, I know I can show you guys. I'm gonna teach her whatever I teach her today. It's pretty much what I'm gonna teach in the Teach Me How to Mortgage, you know? So I'm gonna have this course called Teach Me How to Mortgage twice a week. The consumer can do their own loan. If you can do your own loan and there's no loan officer required, guess what? You're gonna get a deal. You're gonna get a deal. Let me see where this girl Alex is, man. Walking out here. It's for my blog.
Oh my god.
Hey, Alex.
Hi.
So Alex is my wife's friend, and also mom and dad are my friend too as well. So congratulations.
Thank you.
So what's called? You brought a file with you?
I was bringing my shake,
Uh-huh.
and I left my files and my laptop.
At home? Okay.
Yeah, I did.
So now I'm in Whittier, I think, and I'm gonna visit one of my branch managers, visit her new office. Woo, look at this place.
What do you got going on there?
I'm making my video blog.
Hi, everyone.
So I'm gonna discuss with her how she's doing and I'm gonna go over my new business plan and my new business model, and we're gonna go over some stuff that we might be able to help her realtors with. I'm here at lunch with Sumin Kim, my buddy who is actually doing social media marketing right now and a lot of other online marketing. He's here to give me some advice on what to do.
So here's what I think. If we look at just your Facebook feed in general right now, you know, what people are watching, you know, they like reality stuff, you know, they like things that maybe are candid, maybe a little bit unplanned. People love that. People love the fact that they can scroll something and see someone get in a fight, or they scroll something and they see a car accident, you know, or they scroll something and they see someone, you know, even like a prank, you know, because it's so candid and so kind of voyeuristic, you know. And I feel like with real estate, there is such an unknown, or people kind of getting screwed or taken advantage of, you know. And I feel like if that can be exposed in any way, almost like a Dateline NBC type of special where you're going in and hearing someone, a fake contractor try to sell you on something. Anytime you feel like you're doing something for the public and it's within the bounds of something that's legal, you know, I think it's exciting.
So the goal is, like I said, keep you on our main account. So by the way, guys, Chris was a Jehovah's Witness, so he's really good at. If you can convert religion, I don't know. Are you allowed to say that, or you think they're gonna ban you from church for me saying that? I think we're gonna help out a lot of people. You know, especially every penny counts when it comes to your mortgage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. And people, I don't know, now that I'm doing this for a little bit, I realize how nerve-wracking it is looking at the numbers. Like, I would want to know exactly what I was getting into before I committed to any house. But I think people make the mistake of thinking if they get pre-approved, they're like getting locked into some financial obligation. But if anything, it gives you a lot more freedom because you know exactly what you can afford. If it even makes sense for you to own a home right now.
I got mad love for Chris because Chris converted out of marketing to do sales, you know, to help out the company, help myself out, help you out there in mortgage land, you know.
More than anything, I think we're doing the right thing right now because the more people I talk to, I mean, myself included, the more you realize how little people know about anything to do with this industry. It's kind of terrifying. You just kind of go along with what people are telling you. And unfortunately, most of the time when it comes to the loan that you get, the interest rate that's attached to that loan, maybe if you have mortgage insurance, I mean, I feel like people kind of are more aware of mortgage insurance now than they were maybe in the past, but even still, understanding exactly how that impacts your loan. But we're really in a position to advise people on a way to make their money work for them for the rest of their life. Because once they get a home, whether it's their very first home or their second, it's such a stepping stone to financial security. Things can go wrong in any scenario, but even then you have a lot more options as a homeowner, and I think educating people on the best way to use that once they have it is going to be so valuable.
All right, well, Chris, I'm gonna, get off the phone, but before, guys, I want you guys to know out there, Chris is single. good credit.
Thank God you did.
You'll probably see him in one of my other you'll probably see him in one of my other videos. This guy looks like he came out of an Abercrombie and Fitch ad. You know, he took off his he took off his shirt. I got a little strange with him when he took off his shirt. So thanks, Chris. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, Minnie. Thanks, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
You know, I see so many other YouTubers or so many other marketing people. They have their success now, but they didn't explain it step by step. And I'm going over with you guys step by step. If I'm missing something and you are a marketing person out there, help me and I'll promote you. Have a good day.